Hey guys, it's me, Hello Ryban, or Ryban here, and today we're going to be playing some more of the modded Heroes of the Hammerwatch stuff. Just me talking really quick, and then we'll get right into it. I talked about this in my Factorio video, but I just want full coverage. Right now we kind of got 3 series going on. I have not abandoned Grounded, but however, that's kind of like whenever my girlfriend and I end up playing that's going to happen. Currently, we're playing a lot of Valheim with me, her, and a friend. So basically, that's kind of like on a halt of sorts right now. I have another game that I would like to put on this channel to show you guys, similar to Loop Hero, so I'll probably do that in the near future. I haven't played it myself, but I've been waiting for it to come out for quite some time, and it's finally here, so I'm really excited about that. But the general goal for today's video is to, at the very least, make progress and more hopefully either beat the game or get very far into it. So the arena has been treating us really well. I don't know if we're ready for rank 1 yet, but I'm going to try it real quick and see how it goes. And then hopefully we'll get some EXP and money out of this in order to get further along in the game. But it's not looking so hot right now. But I'm going to be doing this either way, if it's rank 1, rank 2, rank whatever. I'll probably be doing some arena runs real quick, just as a fast way to earn some money, and also snag a whole ton of cash and attunement points. It's just really good in general, I feel like. So I'll probably be doing this for a little bit. Okay, like 8 runs later, as you can see, my gold, ore, and attunement points have not changed. Not getting so lucky. So we're just gonna head into the dungeon. The Forsaken Tower, if you will. I think this may be better for Arcanist. Arcanist is very squishy. So Gladiator runs are really hard sometimes in order to be consistent. Because you need mana all the time. It's just kind of rough. So I'm hoping that Forsaken Tower will give us more guaranteed EXP, which in turn will make us stronger, and then maybe we could do Gladiator runs, or not Gladiator runs, Coliseum runs later on for money and ore and stuff. But as of right now, they're a little hard for us to pull off successfully. The other thing I may want to do is give up on the idea of not upgrading my primary. When I've played this character before, I've always played on a already established profile, so I had tons of mana regeneration. Turns out, without the mana regeneration, kind of as expected, it's a lot harder to do consistent damage. Even if I don't level up my primary, I get it out every like 3 or 4 auto attacks. Sorry, primary attacks. I play way too much League of Legends, sorry. But because it takes me, 2 to 3 primary attacks to get one off, I'm like potentially only doubling my damage on that one. I think I'd rather just take the extra base damage on the primary to make my damage more consistent. If that makes sense. I definitely don't think we can do Portal here. But yeah, I'm basically just be doing Forsaken Tower runs, I think, for a little bit, and I'll update you if I make any progress. But the goal here is to level up and stuff, so we'll see if that happens or not. Alrighty. Hey guys, a little update on how far we've gotten. I was doing the runs in the Forsaken Tower for a little bit, but that proved to be kind of not as good as Gladiator, or not Gladiator, Coliseum runs. Coliseum runs, they may be less successful most of the time, but when you pull them off, you get lots of ore, lots of gold, lots of EXP. So I changed my strategy back to the Coliseum runs thing, and I managed to get quite a few upgrades. One of them is the chapel, which I was about to go spend some money on, and grab the Path of the Defender. I really would like to get Blessing of Minds, so that's kind of next on my list. The other thing we did was we upgraded the guild hall, fact, let me just show you where we're at. So we've got Guild Hall 3, Blacksmith 2, and Chapel 1, I think. I think Chapel 1 and Guild Hall 3 are the only new things. I could be wrong. I did this like a day ago, but I was talking to someone, so I couldn't record the video for it. The other thing that I did was I went ahead and, after unlocking the chapel, I got the priest and cleared the first boss with them. This allowed me to get an extra 0.1 health regen, which essentially doubles it, which makes up for the fact that I'm losing most of it because of my skills. So we can actually regenerate our 24 health a little bit faster. I did try out using the arcane missile, the higher level one, for a little bit. But my personal opinion is it's not worth it, and I'll tell you why. It boosts the damage to 6, but it's at 5 right now, so 5 to 6 is actually a 20% increase, but the level after that is also 6 magic damage, and meanwhile you're boosting up the mana cost to fire out the extra missiles. Of course, you're going to get more out of them, but in my personal opinion, I'd rather have a more consistent extra missile production, rather than, oh, I can generate between 2 and 5, because it's all luck. If I generate 2 twice in a row with the other one, then I only get an extra 2 projectiles out. But with the same mana cost, I can get 4 extra out on this one. However, of course, if you manage to roll 5 on the other one, and you roll 3 times on this one you'll get 12, which is actually still greater than 10 for the same mana cost. So actually, yeah, this is just pretty much always better. The only difference is, of course, the magic damage. When you consider that in, they're probably pretty similar. But I'd rather use those skill points for extra mana regen and better mana shield. So that's kind of what I opted for. The other thing is, I realized I had the shop unlocked, but I wasn't using it. And last but not least, I did remove the Better Shops mod. I found that, at least I believe, I didn't check it after the first time, but I believe it let me buy an additional item as well, which could have made runs a lot more unbalanced because I would get an extra item. So I just removed that. I did notice that I was seeing a bunch of ore drops, like one on every single floor. I don't know if that's what was causing it, but we'll have to see. But now we can buy items, so I'm going to look for something good. Let's run with it. This is actually a really good set of items for us. And I'm going to try to beat Act 2. And so we're going to grab like 5 bronze keys, 2 silvers, maybe 3, and a gold just in case. Pretty expensive run, but we can always do more gladiator runs in case this one fails and make up for the difference. Or sorry, I keep saying gladiator, Coliseum runs. The other thing I want to do at some point is play through with the sorcerer to get more mana regen. There's a few other things we should do. We could definitely try out some of these other classes and give them a go. But for right now, I haven't mucked with any of these because I just didn't want to. I think I may do that later, but I'm mainly playing the Arcanists because I enjoy them, and I like to beat the base game and then play through with the other characters with drinks and stuff, because then it goes a lot faster. Or with money from this character, etc. Anywho, we'll go ahead and get in here, and I'll update you guys with how the run goes. Our bronze key coming in handy. Haha. Yay. Alright, so really we didn't get any items on this floor, which makes me want to go through the full thing. I'm half tempted to try out the portal though, just because getting combo would be really nice too. Yeah, the mana regen's really nice. And the one thing to note is we do definitely get weaker the longer we fight, because we're running out of mana slowly but surely. But I definitely think we can do it, because we don't have to worry about combo blasts. Or combo novas, or whatever you want to call them. If we had a little bit more mana regen, we'd be a lot better off. But we'll definitely be able to do it. Oh no. Yeah, this is going to take a while. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the recording, and assuming we beat it, I'll get back to you guys. Well, it's probably been something like 2 or 3 minutes, and we're definitely chunking it, but it is taking a while, and the archers are definitely building up. I think the spawn rate and the strength of the spawns is going up too. I think we must have to focus the cube at this point. I'm not sure if this is going to be a failure or not, but we'll see. I haven't played, since, me starting this. Before that, I haven't really played a new profile in a while. I think the last time I played one was when I made my series of me going through the axe from the start with the ranger, who is significantly easier than the arcanist to play. At the early game, at the very least. Specifically because he does a lot more consistent damage, and just overall feels a lot more useful, I feel like. Not as squishy. There's a bunch of bonuses. Ooh. Yeah, so we've made it to the last thing. I think I'll just keep recording. I think we just rush it. It's probably something like 100 HP to take down. So as long as we're circling around it, we should eventually get through it. The other disadvantage of playing the Arcanist, of course, is your attacks are homing, which is great, but when you don't want to home in on something, it's kind of awful. Needless to say, we did beat it, and we unlocked combo, which is super nice. 1 magic damage on primary is huge, 5 armor is nice, lifestone's great, cheaper items is awesome, attack power is great, evasion's great, skill power is great. I would have preferred undead, but beasts is not bad. There's the instant imps popping off. Ooh, a whole 5 ore. Whatever shall I do? We definitely want to turn that in though, but we're hitting pretty hard right now because of all the attack and skill power. Which is really nice. We may be able to beat the boss with this run actually. I wasn't really expecting to. I think my goal is to get pretty far along. I'm not really sure what the goal of the content of these videos is when I make them. I think I'm basically just going off of duration, but I'm hoping we can beat the second and third act bosses on this one. Just because if we can beat the first and second, or the second and third bosses, it feels like a decent enough milestone. Act 3 is definitely one of the hardest acts to get through, I feel like. Act 3 is pretty bad. Act 4 is a lot worse on higher NGs because the Wisp Nova, but on lower NGs, like on a fresh profile, I feel like Act 4 is bad, but it's not the absolute worst thing ever. It does take some getting used to, but I think if you have Fountain, especially Tier 2 Fountain, at that point the game becomes a lot more modular and easier to pull off. So once I get Tier 2 Fountain, I think things will go really, really well. The other thing that will really improve my gameplay is the symbol of... Maybe it's not a symbol. I was thinking symbol of essence, but that's the one that gives you the lifesteal. The word I'm looking for is the one that gives me the mana regen. But we'll get that soon. I think it's selling like 30 ore to get the next chapel. So once we get that, we just need lots and lots of extra money to get us through to that. But yeah, those are kind of the rough goals. I'm trying to play Arcanist as much as possible, even though I know they're not super fantastic before you get tons of mana. That's a white. Oh, it's a green. Push, don't pull. Shoot a volley of poison dark. So that'll work on our primary attack when it costs mana, which is actually really nice. But yeah, this character is not notoriously wonderful before you get tons of mana regen, but afterwards they feel really, really good. And I feel like pushing through the hard stuff is gonna be fun. But what I'm gonna try to do is play modded classes more so than non-modded classes. If I am playing a paladin or something, I may do summarization. The whole point of this series as a whole, I think, is to play and do like little summary quick updates. So like checking in whenever I accomplish some goal. Like, oh, I beat boss 2. Here's the footage of me beating boss 2. Which is gonna, at first, be kind of crazy because I'm gonna have to record all this stuff and edit all of it. And but I think that's a good thing, because that's one of the goals of where we're at on the channel, is improving my editing so that we can pursue, I don't really know what, but just have the ability to think, okay, well, I can do this, or I can do this, and this, and this, and this. It gives me a lot more freedom, really. But yeah, I think with stuff like that, if I beat it on the Paladin, I'm not going to worry so much about items, because a lot of the information and stuff of how I feel about items and stuff like that is on my channel. I may cover stuff about how I feel about modded items or something like that, but I'm not sure. I really want to teleport in there, but that's going to cost 90 to get out. We should be good now. Ooh, boost speed, it's always good. And yes, the Arcanist can and will teleport through locked prison doors. So that's always nice. Yeah, the one thing I dislike about the Mana Shield is it's really good for survivability. It takes a lot away from your ability to do more damage, because you can't multi-shot when you're low on mana. Rightfully so, because that's why it's there, I'm assuming, is so that you don't end up screwing over your Mana Shield. But yeah, definitely a path that we have to get through. I think I want to hold off on picking that up until we've beaten this. Specifically because we may be able to take it to the boss. Okay. It's gonna be rough. If I wanna... Ooh, okay, good. Potion refill. Oh, the other thing I forgot to cover is, I bought potion upgrades. Stuff at the apothecary, I should say. Not necessarily just potion upgrades, but I bought stuff at the apothecary's hut, so... I've gotten a little bit stronger from that, too. But yeah, I think I've heard everything I want to talk about. It's kind of just becoming a rambling thing, so I'll cut off here. One more thing I forgot to mention while I was talking is it appears like the tons of ore deposits have ceased after I took out the better shops. So I think that was the fix. And you'll see here, and I should only be able to buy 3. I can buy 4 items. So it wasn't because of better shops. Something else is causing it. Interesting. We'll have to figure it out. But right now, I guess we have to stick with it. This is going to be really good for getting tons of money. So I'm going to buy it just for that. Firm is always good. 5 physical damage is a lot right now, too. I really want to go serrated, firm, lucky here, but 15 health is huge for me. 5 attack power is not that great. Luck's not going to make a big impact. Big enough impact at 1 luck. So I think we go firm, buckler, serrated. But yeah, I think I covered everything I want to say again. Because there's really just one thing, and then we ran into a shop. So I'll see you guys when we make it to the floor boss, because it looks like we will at least make it to him. I'm not sure if we'll beat him or not, but we'll have to see. We just almost died, which kind of sucks, but we're pretty close to the boss, so hopefully nothing else goes wrong. These poison darts are definitely helping us out a whole ton. So honestly, I'm quite impressed with how useful skill triggered items are going to be on the Arcanist. There's an ore slash gold drop over there, and I really want to hit it because I have 17 gold. But unfortunately for me, or 17 ore I meant, but unfortunately for me, I have the 2 stones, so I'm getting 2 gold per enemy killed. So just because of that, I can't quite take it. Because we're getting so much extra gold, I don't want to miss out on it. Sending that back up to town. I guess in the grand scheme of things, 2 extra gold per enemy is not going to be that much compared to the gains I've made from the Colosseum. Withdrawal is... No, I mean, it's one of my favorite items when I have Incendiary Demise. However, I don't. So, not necessarily my favorite thing to get there, but not necessarily a bad thing either. Definitely could save us. Yeah, it's really hard clearing a lot of these super full rooms. Anywho, I'll get back to you guys now at the boss. Well, interestingly enough, we didn't really encounter too many, I don't know what I was going to say. Too many items in that floor. One other thing I wanted to cover on the Arcanist is you can walk outside of map boundaries on this character. However, you can't phase through walls, so if I were to go to the other side of this, I can't teleport into the door and just skip the boss. But I just think it's kind of funny that you can just leave. I won't be abusing that for any combat purposes, at least on purpose. I'll just be, you know, I may use it to get through traps faster and stuff like that. Hopefully you guys don't consider it too cheesy, but I just consider it part of the character class. I guess it is kind of cheesy though, in a lot of ways. The poison arrows here are definitely doing most of the work for us. You just gotta watch out for the little... I want to call them ballista arrows, but that's definitely not what they are. Ooh, nice. Good dodge. Yeah, it's looking like this is going to be an easy win. This boss has never been too hard for me personally, though. Nice. Scare protection kind of goes along with our theme. Monster pamphlet constructs. Kind of not the best. And I do believe we get skill power from the Arcanist. It's not. That's funny, they highlight the entire banner. Hopefully it's a blue item. 10 attack power, that's pretty good. Inflict poison on enemies. Wait, so we have Coated Arrow, we've got Poison Blade, Scarab Protection, and the Mage's Blowgun. We poison everything, all the time. Okay, interesting. I'll see how far I get on this. I may or may not get it on recording when I die, but we'll see. We're hitting for 21s though, which is pretty strong. Ooh, Blood Rate. I'm gonna take this, because we don't have a lot of HP to begin with. If we get mana regen for this, if we get Crone, were huge. Bay is not bad, but Crone would have been amazing. Because we don't have a lot of resistance. That's one of the problems with the start of the game, is you can't buy resistance from the mage shop. So getting that is actually really significant, because now we're at 30 of each resist, which is like a 40-ish% reduction, which is really nice for survivability. I don't think this is a winning run by any means. We may be able to make it to the third boss, but I don't think we're going to beat him. We just don't have enough levels or skills and stuff like that yet. This will, however, be really good for my EXP if I live a fair amount of time, so I'll try to do my best. I'm hoping we don't die to this. Sometimes I die to it. I could have button abused there, but I'm going to try not to do that. I know it's a thing I can do, but I don't think it's worth taking away from the experience of the challenge of the game. It does help a ton in Act 3 in particular. There's lots of button chests. But yeah, I don't really want to abuse that. What is Sigil of Air, which we just got to? When below 50%. These are all when below 50% health, I believe. Oh wow. Interesting. Okay. Pretty cool. Maximum of an extra 1,000 health. I wonder how that procs. Is it 1 HP per? Is it... I guess that makes sense. You'd probably get a decent amount of kills in a run that you could get 1,000 HP off 1 HP. Ooh, will we live through this though? I may have to pop a pot. I'm try not to. Okay, that's 1 priest down, 2 priests down, 3 priests down. That's a win. Okay. I just gotta break this. Get this one next. You see my insane HP regen I got from that having that priest level up? Look at that. It's flying. 29. Still 29. 30. Look at that. Amazing. It's actually so much better than it was, though. It's a really big improvement. I'm making jokes about how useless it is, but it's actually really good. But yeah, I'll try to get when I die on screen. I doubt I'll make it to the boss first, but we'll see. So I've made a fatal mistake, and I'm guessing this is where I'll end up dying. But I figured I should go look for items. I found none. However, I did manage to aggro a huge amount of enemies. So I'll be trying to deal with these while staying within a safe area. And that's gonna be kind of challenging to do. Ooh, I did find a chest directly to the left of where I started. So I could have just gotten that and gone with it. Okay, we can probably turn around here. Okay, no, actually, this is going pretty well. No more mages. Oh, JK. Still one more mage. Now he's done for. Now you just gotta do a trap. Now, while I will not button abuse, void chest duplicate abuse, I will definitely do whatever I can to boost my odds of getting out of the trap alive. This one, however, is pretty simple, but I probably will just double teleport over. And that is a disgustingly huge defense item. So now, not only do we have the firm buckler, we've got the tower shield as well, which is really, really good. I'm half tempted to put away this orb, but I know there's at least 2 more up here. I saw it when I was wandering around and potentially getting myself murdered. So I do want to at least get that in before we back out. Ore is probably the most valuable thing you can get in the early game, so it's kind of important that you maximize your ore gains. Let's just slap this tower a few times. Oof. Cool item roller. The RNG button. That's a... Oh, I thought that was a white. Wanda's spell piercing is very good, but I don't know if we're doing enough damage that's really going to do too much for us. We're probably hitting for 1 extra on these guys. It's just, I really shouldn't be complaining, I guess. I'm hoping, I should say, that there's a shop on this floor. Because if there is, I can drop all my ore off safely and not have to worry about not having money for the shop. And if there isn't, I'm still deciding on whether I don't drop or not. Because I know I'm going to get one before the boss, but the question is, can I guaranteed make it to the boss? And I think the answer is yes. We've got a lot of defensive items going for us, and a lot of other benefits. So I think what we do is, if there's no shop, we don't drop, and we just hope that this 13 ore does not go to waste. And if there is a shop, we drop the ore, and we're going to be very happy, because no matter what, we get all of our money into the shop, and all of our ore back home safely. Right now, though, we have a really good, really good survival rate. So I'm not too worried about it. We've got 2% chances to block physical stuff, and we have that blood right giving us all that resistance that'll keep us alive through all the magical stuff, as well as our armor for the physical stuff. I mean, if I take a hit here, I don't know how much that did to me, or I don't know how much that did to me, but I think it's 70%, and that did 26 to me, but it's 3 mana per point of damage. So basically, 30% of that divided by 3 is what we took. So 26 divided by 3, well, it's roughly 27, so it's 9. And we took about half of that. So we took like 4.5 damage there, and we have 42 HP. So as long as we have mana, we shouldn't be dying anytime soon. There's our fountain recharge, and there's the start of the level. So unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna have to go to the next floor without dropping off our ore. Yay! I love risky situations. We'll go ahead and clean these guys up too. I don't remember if they potentially drop ore or not, but I think it's there, so it's worth it. I don't think they do. I think I'm just confused because of Dwarven Pickaxe, to be honest. Oh, 6,700 gold. We'll be moving on to the next stage with it. We haven't had to pop a single potion yet, though, so honestly, it's looking pretty good for us. I doubt we beat the bosses. That would be crazy. But yeah, floor 3, here we come. There's the shop right at the start. We want to get there. We're basically just going to bum rush that. It gives us our maximum chance of survival, because we'll be able to get our shop items out. The other nice thing is everyone we fight is permanently poisoned. So we do a lot of damage over time to people we're not even actively fighting. It's really good for survivability. I'll get back to you guys when/if I make it to the shop. So see you then. Guys, we're almost there. We just had to break through like 2 statues and a spawner. Oh no. Oh, please. 3 spawners, I meant, by the way. Yeah, this is not looking the best. We'll be fine, though. We'll be fine. We may not be fine. We may not be fine. Do we have any food items we can eat? I'm kind of scared. We'll just keep poking them down from a distance, and we'll be okay. So times like these, I wish I could teleport through the walls to the shop. However, ooh, items. Ooh, never mind. The item doesn't exist to me right now. But yeah, basically our goal right now is to pull aggro out of these rooms and kill it so that we only have to deal with the spawner enemies. Then we probably take free hits to proc scare protection to get more damage off on the spawners. We unfortunately aggroed this boss behind us, hopefully give us an item. But yeah, I'll see you at the item shop. There's currently a great threat coming, but we made it to the item shop. None of these items are really that great. We can pick up the monster pamphlet. Gives us an extra 5% total. Extra damage against aberrations, which we're currently fighting. I think we do that for sure. We can pick up 4 things. This is nothing I care about. Although we could get the 2 set effect. I don't care about this. I think we go sigil. I don't know. None of these seem great to me. Amulet resistance for sure. We could go Mail Thorn, Spike Boots. Immunity surfaces is okay. I mean, we're not going to encounter any. 50 when walk. Does that account for spawners? If it does, it may work. We get the 5% item crit chance. You know what? Let's just take it. Let's see what happens. Hello, Great Threat. We made it to the item room. Didn't really improve our chances of survival, unfortunately. Let's get this chest. We can guaranteed get it unless it's an ace chest. So that's good. Good. Silver, that's nice. Old map. There's nothing for us stat-wise. That man just got murdered. However, we can see everything, which means there won't be an ore drop, but if there was, it would tell us where that is. I think we prio all the chests, though, so we're going to go down here to the bronze chest. Then cry ourselves to sleep when we die, and lose our 16 ore. Otherwise, though, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. So I just noticed this. I don't know where it came from. We have tons of movement speed now. It says 1.2 is from items, so I only have boots of speed as far as I know. So I'm not sure where that's coming from, but I'll take it. So basically, I chose the, hey, I want to get my ore back safely to town, and I'm probably not missing out on an item, and I may be missing out on a little bit of gold, but it's going to tax anyways option. So here we are at boss 3. And honestly, because of the poison, I guess, I'm not really sure if it's because of the poison or not. Oh, did he just apply a mana draining debuff to me? You evil, evil man. I doubt we beat them here, but we'll give it our best effort. Ooh. I think we pop a pot, just to be safe. Yeah, the problem with this boss is all my attacks are homing onto the statues instead of the ghosts, which is making me do significantly less damage. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. We can take 1 hit right now, so I'm not gonna pop a potion. Oh. Yeah, we we can't take a hit here. Yeah, that was that was eventful. But yeah, we sent 34 ore to town. So what we can do with that, although unfortunately we can't do anything with it, is we can get Chapel 2. Mana regen would be huge there. We can also get Fountain 1 with 10. Hard decisions to be made, but they need to be made. I'll figure out what I'm going to do and get back to you guys. Hey guys, here's the update. So, as you guys know, we were thinking about stuff to buy with our ore. I ended up buying the Chapel 2 upgrade. Reason being 100% extra mana regen. It is double the mana regen, which is double the mana shield uptime and double the multi-shot attack frequency. Right now we've got 6.72 mana regen, which I believe is per second. So that's pretty good, but if that was, you know, 13 or 13 and a half-ish, then that would be even better, right? So currently our Arcane Missile costs 10 mana every single time we use the multi-shot. So essentially we'll be regenerating more mana every second than it costs to use it. Of course, the cooldown of this, I believe, is shorter than a second, so we may still have mana problems, but we're getting close to the point that we'll be able to keep our mana up for multi-shot and not suffer. The one thing to note about this, though, is we need tons of money, and we currently are suffering from a 47.2% tax, which will be 50% at 10,000, which is kind of awful. The workaround to this would be buying treasury upgrades, but the only problem with that is they're really expensive. So this will cost me 60 to get to the 50% at 20,000, which is essentially the same tax rate we're at right now, right as we get to 20,000. With that, I could buy the fountain, I could buy the blacksmith, I could upgrade my general store. This will be 50, so even just general store, blacksmith, I can get all three of these for the same price as these two. And these will directly impact the game. A workaround, of course, is the guild title leveling up. But currently we leveled up fairly recently, which is why I had so much money on my hands in the first place. But I think the solution is I'm gonna try out a Coliseum run, a finished one. I'm not gonna quit after one if I lose it. I'm gonna see how much money that makes me, because it should be about 5,000 base, and then after that goes through the 50% taxes, we'll get 2,500. And I'm gonna try to see how hard that's scaling, because if the gold gain is absolutely abysmal, I think the next step may be to go into the Forsaken Tower in hopes of jeez, I'm at a loss for words. In hopes of finding the thief, or procuring enough ore to buy upgrades that'll, make me more money or something. I don't know. If we get the thief in the Forsaken Tower, we unlock the bar, of course, and I can try to gamble, which may end up losing all my money, but because I won't have to deal with the taxes upon getting it back, it'll actually go kind of okay. The only other option we have is to buy the ore trader and store everything in ore and then mass sell. But as you know, the ore trader rates are atrocious at the start of the game. So I'm thinking the best way to do this is just to tough it out in the Coliseum. Assuming we have to deal with a 50% scaling tax, and it goes up to like 66% by the time we're at 20,000. We'll have to do, let's just say 5 runs to get from 10,000 to 20,000, plus the 1 run beforehand, so 6 total runs, which won't take too long. But yeah, that's kind of the rough plan. So we're going to do Coliseum runs, see how that goes, and then go from there. Okay, I'm a little bit confused. I thought you got taxed on arena money. But we were at like 8,000. It gave me 5,500. So I clearly didn't get my 5,500. But I did not suffer a 47% tax. I mean, I very clearly got, let's say, let's just run it up to 50. 50% of 5,500 is going to be 2,750 gold. Which, this is 10,000 plus 2,459, and we're at 8,000 something. There's no way that's, maybe because of the percent difference? Is my math bad? I think we got more money than we were supposed to, but this may be the way, actually. So I'm gonna keep rocking these out, I guess. And maybe while we get enough ore for stuff, we can potentially buy something for the town that'll be really good, like the general store. I prefer blacksmith. I really want fountain, but I really want fountain 2, which is either here or here. We can also get Town Hall 4 to work towards Guild Hall 4. There's a lot of stuff we can do here. I don't think Ore Trader is a high prio right now, because ore is just going to always be dumped into here, and the rates are so awful that it'll never be worth it to buy the ore or sell it basically until we have it maxed. So for now, I think we ignore ore trader. General store sounds really good, but this is the power play upgrade because then you get four items. I think we get fountain. Do we get stuff based on just sheer number of buildings? It'll be in here. Builders 3. Oh. Yeah, okay, we're not getting the next one for a while. I was thinking maybe we could town hall upgrade it. Yeah, but this gets us a little bit of stuff here, which is really good. But yeah, I'm gonna do another Coliseum run. And we're saying we have a 55% tax now, 55.6%, so it should be less than 2,500 gained. But yeah, let's do it. Not rank 2, of course. Rank 1. Okay, so this time I feel like we got about as much as we were supposed to. Maybe a little bit more. But not that much more. We got like around 3,000-ish. And we were supposed to get 2,000. I got the same amount. I didn't get any gold gain items, so I still have the 5,500. This is a lot of good EXP too, though. But yeah, so far so good. Only a little bit longer to go. Alright, so unfortunately we had to start doing tier 0. Or rank 0. Because rank 1 was taking a little bit too long to get a successful run out. But now we're doing rank 0, and as you can see, we went up from 15, I think it was 6 something, to 18,400. So it seems like we're consistently getting around 3,000-ish. So this should be the last one. So here we go. Got the most insane item a second ago. I wanted to show it to you guys. Where is it? It's a legendary. This thing. 66% attack speed. What the heck? This thing's insane. But yeah, we got really good items. We're doing really good damage. Actually, we got some more items to get. Oh no. Oh, we leveled up too. So let's see, we should be at above 20k, hopefully. Nice, 20.9. So this will improve our progression significantly. We also have tons and tons of ore to spend. But yeah, let's grab it. Oh, that's juicy. 14 mana regen. 14. Oh my goodness. Alright. So. Oh, wrong place. Now we have another decision to make, of course. Kinda want Town Hall 4. My final passive again. It's the thing dealing with enhancing everything else. I think. I don't really need that. This would be nice. Guild Hall's not a super prio for me, I guess, right now. Here's my thoughts. This is an extra potion charge, and that plus this is 40. But I really want General Store 2. Treasury 2 is not a bad upgrade either. I don't know. I really want this. But Town Hall gives us... See, we haven't really gotten any stronger. We just have more mana now. This will actually make us stronger. You know what? Let's get Town Hall 4. It is Fountain 2. Fountain 2's here. And it's 25. It's 25 ore. That's huge. That's huge. That's the next thing we rush. And then I think we do blacksmith upgrades and then general store. But yeah, we definitely want to go for Fountain 2, which isn't too far away. And then we can start making all of our presets. And start really trucking through. So, got 20 stars and nothing to do with them because we don't have the magic anvil, nor do we have really any skills we want to put points into. So I guess we'll just go for more Forsaken Power runs. In fact, this may be a good place to end the video. We got quite a few town upgrades, and we beat Act 2. We got to the Act 3 boss, so the next thing is beating Act 3 boss and Act 4 boss, beating NG0 basically. Yeah, we made lots of progress here. So I think we'll call it a video, and yeah, let me know what you guys think of this series so far in terms of contents. Would you like to see less of something, more of something, stuff like that. I think one of the most interesting things so far is all the new items. And so in terms of that, I feel like it'd be nice to get some more actual run footage of the interactions of these items. But right now I'm more so focused on getting to a point where this character, the Arcanist, can beat the game. After that, my plan is to do more characters, but if you'd like to see more characters more early on, like beating Act 1 boss with all the characters in the next video, maybe I can do something like that. Just let me know. I think that's it for me though, so I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.